Joining me now is retired Major General David Fraser, our CTV military analyst. General, thank you as always for joining us.
Roger, good to be with you.
9 months of war now between Israel and Hamas. Are we surprised that it's still going on, or is this what we expected?
Well, I don't think this is what we expected. I mean, it has been a war that just continues to drag on. We get glimpses of potential hope, where both sides have go to the tables to start to negotiate. Then it is just disrupted by even more fighting and killing. And here we are, in the, 9 months later, we are looking at yet another round of talks. But what is different is I think the people, both Israelis and Gazans, are fed up with the leadership of the Hamas, fed up with the Israel leadership, because it has taken so long. It is time, after 38,000 and counting killed. There should be an end to this war, but it seems to be dragging on.
Is there a reason for optimism with this newest talks that are going on?
Roger, I would love to say yes, but history has shown us no. Hamas has made some serious conciliations, but it's going to be up to the Israeli government whether or not that is enough. Have they gotten enough pressure? Not from the international community, I would say internally from their own citizens and from the Prime Minister's own political coalition. Is there enough pressure there to have him start to negotiate seriously for the release of those 120 hostages and the end of this suffering?
And it does feel like within Israel, it feels like these protests have grown.
Absolutely. We're seeing a lot more of it. We just saw at the top of this segment. But, Israelis are tired of this. They want their hostages back. It's put a tremendous strain on them socially, economically, their world standing. And politically, it's ripping their country apart. And it's also fuming hostilities with Hezbollah. So I think Israelis are deeply concerned that, what happened in October is abhorrent, and it should have been dealt with. But after 9 months, it is time to kind of find some sort of reconciliation and getting back to some sense of normality. They've had enough.
What about Gazans? What can they do to put pressure on Hamas? Or is there anything they can do?
Well, I think, it's probably more in the Gazans right now than anyone else. That the Gazans are going to stand up against Hamas, force Hamas out of buildings like schools that were attacked today, hospitals and whatnot, and say, hey, look, we've had enough of this. We're not going to stand up with it anymore. Our lives have been completely destroyed. 38,000 people have been killed because of this. It's up to the Gazans now to stand up to Hamas and say what it is that they want, which would help to bring this war to an end.
And now, even if there is a deal reached, some kind of a truce, will that calm things down with Hezbollah? It seems like it's flaring up. Would that calm that down at all? To a degree, I think it will take some of the pressure off because I think once you start getting into negotiations for probably what's going to be a ceasefire and then, maybe for the end, it may take some of the pressure off of the northern flank. That Israel is just going to start to ratchet back from a war footing to something a little less. And I think, for Hezbollah, I think they're going to be happy about that because they've shown some restraint throughout all this, that they have not openly just gone in and started to attack Israel. But Israel's going to ratchet it back a bit. Okay. General, thank you as always for your insight.
Roger, thank you very much.